just met, but we're acting like we go back. It's 3 a.m., but we ain't done yet, trying our best to make it last.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game features a very active secondary. The Redskins are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Broncos, who will be testing that coverage. With that, let's send you up to Landover, where we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Washington Redskins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. In the backfield is Anderson. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete here. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Their dangerous wide receiver, 77 yards. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Second down, Brissett. On the move to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. Third down here. And if this offense is going to flow today, certainly the running back will be a key piece.
Without a doubt, because they asked their runner to not just do that, but to block, to catch, to help set a tone for their offense.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
So the D-line's going to spread out. It's third and long for Brissett. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Room here to run. Shreds him with, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look. He rifles one that's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
It's not always as straight as that team wanted it more than the other, but on that play, it actually was true. They were faster to the ball.
A second down throw for Brissett. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, You light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense.
Let's go! 38!
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
Caught on the right side, Reed. 23 yards on the play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
A former first-round selection, Bradley Roby is comfortable whether covering in the slot or outside the numbers.
Second down, 9 yards to go. They come out here in the eye.
What? 90. What? Check it out. Here we go. Flex round.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They run it again with Anderson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Redskins are going to get a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds, because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, Brissett. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches.
And this is where an offensive lineman really earns a living. You're on your own side of the field, but you only need a few inches, and you saw the good blocking at the point of attack. That is a well-earned 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. 1st down. Here's the run with Anderson. And some room to work. Cuts it out to the sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They'll get 19 yards there. And that leads to a Washington first down. Set to throw on first. Incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Second down following the incompletion. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They come out here in the eye. On third down, Brissett going right side here, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down. When you want 3, get a little bit closer, making an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
Here we go!
We're set to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it's a first down for the Broncos.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll lead here to a third down. And quickly, they get to the line. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now back to throw. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They're going to look to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Sua Cravens with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And McManus able to put it through, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And here come the Redskins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
We're set on first down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in. Very good field position late in this first half. In the backfield is Anderson. Now a play fake here on first down. It'll buy some time right. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Shift together here from the D-line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And McManus able to put it through. So we are at halftime here on Halloween, as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, are usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. They come out here in the eye. Throwing his car on 3rd down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
We ready? Red 18. Check. We ready? Red 18. Baby, alert. We ready? Red 18.
Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one goes for 24 yards. First down. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And
the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect. Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
Elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay.
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Touchdown, Washington! Keith Marshall, 79 yards. And the Redskins are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They'll come out in the pistol. And they'll go on the ground. And he's got room. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on second and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some space here. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now this time, Carl throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
All right, here we go. Wide and yay. Wide and yay. Zebra.
The slot man in motion right. Throwing now is Carr. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. Now 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They run. Anderson. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
3rd down and 4. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back now at FedEx Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trailed big. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and
now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, +3.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So hold the phone here, Charles. I've kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
So they're going to go for 2. Carr will look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And an alley to run. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And fights, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
Steps away to his left. And it's a fumble into the Redskins' head. They do.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. He's got time. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Carr to throw on second down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
We ready?
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. On third and long, it's Carr. Jordan Reed has it. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3 and out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. In the backfield is Anderson. He's going to get the football. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Again, Anderson. And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. That one looks like he'll throw here. Surveying the field. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one incomplete. Well, apparently taking a knee is not in vogue. They're not able to add another touchdown on. And now the ball game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they dipped to